Hi, I'm Renata Clanton-Moyd. I'm a communications specialist with the Cumberland County Schools and your host of Get Connected. During this monthly show, we highlight numerous educational topics that face today's student, educator, and parent in the Cumberland County Schools. Now, it's that time of year again when the school system enlists the help of community to show children as well as adults just how important literacy is. That's right, it's that time of year again for the Reading Rocks Walk-A-Thon, which has impacted the lives of thousands in our local community. Now, after this break, we'll discuss the Walk-A-Thon as well as the many efforts our educators are putting in place to keep literacy on the forefront of learning for all children during this edition of Get Connected.
Explore new worlds. Read. Visit literacy.gov.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Get Connected, where we're discussing literacy in the Cumberland County Schools and the numerous efforts to get and keep our students reading. Now, joining us is the school system's Director of Media Services, Belinda Cashwell, and the Media Coordinator at Grace Creek Middle School, Mary Ellen Oxendine. Welcome to the both of you.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here, Renata. It's always a pleasure.
Good. Now, you know, I've had you on here a couple of times before, haven't you?
Absolutely. It's like coming home.
That's good. That's good. Now, Mary Ellen, this is your first time.
Yes, it is.
So we should be easy on, shouldn't we, Belinda?
Please. That's exactly right. That's right.
That's good. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here, and we're just going to jump right in. Now, media services, what do you offer to our teachers, to our students? What does media services offer?
Renata, it's a comprehensive program that we want to show support to our teachers, our students, our parents, and of course, mainly to our students. We want to provide the very best literature. We're in a digital age now, so we're going 35% digital.
Wow.
We want to provide 24/7, 365 media centers where people can access our wonderful things 24/7, and we're doing that, and it's so exciting. We have 100 media coordinators at 85 different locations, and it's just exciting to see the great things they're doing each and every day to support learning and to bring excitement to the schools. Our motto is CCS Media Centers are the heart of the school. And this year we're doing a real fun theme. We're saying that books are candy for the brain.
Oh, how sweet.
Yes.
That's great. Now, Mary Ellen, you are a media coordinator, correct?
Correct.
One of 100, you said, Belinda?
That's correct.
So that, but you don't look like the librarian with the glasses and the hair and the bun.
I know, and neither is my media center. My media center is loud, we're talking, we're having a good time, we're discussing books. It's more about a place for them to come home to.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And you've been doing this for about how many years?
This is my 6th year with Cumberland County.
Okay, that's great. That is good. Now, I know that libraries, and now we call them media centers,
Correct.
have changed over the years. Like you said, we're moving to that digital thing. Well,
Yes,
we're
we
there
are.
actually.
Yes.
But how has it changed over the years?
Well, in the school system, a good media program is targeted learning and targeted teaching and prescriptive learning. So what we do, we provide a high-tech program where boys and girls or students may check out books by state standards.
Okay.
They may go in a targeted fashion and look at what their test scores are. And of course we teach the love of reading, but we also support the curriculum. So in supporting the curriculum, we want students to be able to take those objectives that they need to work on, or objectives we do acceleration or remediation, and we want them to be able to take those state standards and check out books. So every single media center We are aligned to Common Core and Essential Standards, where boys and girls can check out books according to objectives. And that's just really an exciting thing. You think about a teacher doing her lesson plans, and we have targeted websites. We go anything from NASA websites to live webcams that have been approved through educational resources that are approved resources. So it's just a real targeted program, and we always will teach the love of reading. That's why books are candy for the brain, because when a boy or girl, when a child reads a book or an adult, we know that that is just exercise for the brain. And a lot of research has been done by Stanford on that, and we're just real proud that we want to offer them the very best support that we can to have a world-class education.
That's good. Now I know, Mary Ellen, with you being there in the media center day in and day out, do you ever see the light bulb go on for students as far as reading is concerned?
Yes, you have that kid who comes in and says, I hate to read, Ms. Oxendine. I haven't been to the media center since I was in like 3rd grade. And you're looking at him like, seriously, why? Or he'll say, you know, I go, but I never check out a book. Then that's my job, is to figure out there's something out there they gotta like. So figure out what they like, find them a book on that.
And then there you go.
And I can always do that.
That's good, that's good.
And Mary Ellen is at the middle school level. At elementary, 100% of our schools are on computerized reading programs.
Okay.
So that research tells us only 23% of our children are intrinsically motivated to read. So that bumps that hit rate up to 100%. And then at middle school, you're right, we are always trying to get them to bring them back front and center and make sure that they're reading quality literature.
Because it doesn't, at that point, it's not required.
Right.
Okay.
You can come to the media center for a lesson or orientation, but it's not required that you check out a book.
Okay.
So you have to get them involved. You have to figure out things they like.
So when you get to that secondary level of of middle school and high school, are they required to come to library at all, or to media center time at all?
In middle school, we do schedule the language arts classes,
Yes.
and they come in. But at secondary or high school, 9 through 12, they're working on their senior projects. There's a lot of research involved, and of course we're into the Big Six, a Super 3 and the Big Six, which is a research model, a checklist. And so the boys and girls have been working on these senior projects really starting in kindergarten.
Okay.
It's a seamless highway. So by secondary ed, they're really heavy into the research skills. You know, there's so much information. We're in information overload. And as you know, Google is a private company. We're always teaching students that Google is private. My daughter just got back not too long ago from China, and if you stand in Tiananmen Square and Google Tiananmen Square, it's all good, which we know some horrible things happen in Tiananmen Square. So you've got to teach boys and girls to go back to primary source documents and really find out the correct research, and that's what media is all about.
And primary source documents would be actual
Documents from Library of Congress, going back to the actual archival records that are available through the Library of Congress, through various resources that actually go back to the original data. Okay. And so we're really trying to teach them to drill down that we're in information overload, but all information is not correct. Matter of fact, Mary Ellen and I were doing some breakout sessions at East Carolina University, and she did an entire breakout session on that. Remember when you talked about the incorrect data?
Yes, ways to do correct research and ways to do wrong research. And so what we're trying to do is teach our students that if you use NC WiseOwl, it's provided by the state of North Carolina, use it. All these resources are good for you. They have correct information. You don't have to think about it.
Right, but as opposed to just going to the
Google.
internet and Googling it and saying, okay, because you do find that a lot of young people truly think that what they see on the internet, that's the truth.
Yes.
Period.
As a matter of fact, Mary Ellen had an example in her workshop that some boys and girls actually not only hack sites, but they create sites that are inaccurate, trying to throw other students off.
Yes.
So it's very important, you know, that we need to teach boys and girls about plagiarism. We need to teach them that when they get to college, that there are websites now that the professors have that actually they can take snippets from the papers and tell if the papers are their original work or not. So it's not that boys and girls set out to do things like that, but we've got to just aggressively teach them that it must be their work, that there are copyright issues, and we want this research to be theirs.
That's good. Now, you know what, let's talk a little bit more specifically about some of the different programs that you all have going on besides what's going on in the Media Center. You've got Battle of the Books, you've got some other major things going on. Talk to us a little about that.
Well, October the 19th is Reading Rocks. It's our 10th anniversary.
And we're going to come back and really talk about that one.
Yes, that's going to be a big day, and we are real proud of that. It's our only signature program throughout the greater Fayetteville community. But then we also have Battle of the Books, and Battle of the Books is huge. We have 43 teams that normally participate, and Battle of the Books has just grown. We have a very rigorous program. Our middle school students read 27 books. Our elementary students read 20 books. And then they come together. We have 5 clusters in elementary, and this year we're hosting Region 4 Battle of the Books, which will be 12 counties.
Wow.
So just a lot of good things. Our teams at middle school normally go to the state at UNCW, so we're just real proud that we do have a rigorous program and that our parents support us in a tremendous way.
That's good. Now, Mary Ellen, you work with this as well pretty heavily.
I do, and I am the guru for parent volunteers.
Okay. So you want to do a plug-ola right now?
I did. In fact, whenever I first came to Grace Creek, I had no idea, because being from Virginia, I'd never done Battle of the Books before. And I had a parent who, her daughter had done Battle of the Books in elementary school, and she was coming to middle school, and she stepped right up and she volunteered and helped me get everything going. And even my kids did that year. And then the next year I recruited a couple of more parents. And then the next year I recruited a couple more parents. And now I have parents whose kids are in high school who are still helping me with Battle of the Books in middle school.
That's good. And a parent volunteer for Battle of the Books, what types of duties would you?
They help with questions, writing questions, getting kids to read books, because I don't necessarily read all of the books for Battle of the Books, because I'm one of those people who go, what are you thinking? You know the answer to that question. So my parent volunteers read the books with the kids, and then they discuss them. And then we sit down and we do mock competitions and things like that, and just helping the kids get comfortable with the setup.
And usually the premise with, as far as Battle of the Books is concerned, the kids are children are giving the list over the summer, correct?
That's
to start
correct.
Reading certain books.
That's correct.
So you just can't pick any kind of book you want and then join the team.
It's an approved list of 20 in elementary and 27 in middle, and it's very rigorous and competitive. Last year, and now Mary Ellen is very good at recruiting parents and inspiring them to even stay with her once their children are gone from her school. Last year we had a group of parents from an elementary school. Remember, they ended up winning for the entire county, and they went to Jamestown. One of the books was about Jamestown, the first American settlement, and they actually on their own got the other parents and the students together, and they visited Jamestown. So we're just seeing lots and lots of good things. We have parents that travel from as far as California, grandparents, to see their grandchildren participate in Battle of the Books. It involves thousands of people. This is a very large competition. Fayetteville State University is our partner, and we literally enjoy their campus for 8 days.
Oh, wow.
So it's just, and this year we're going to use 2 of their auditoriums because the competition is so large. We're going to run dual competitions consecutively at the same time.
Well, it sounds like you all have a lot of work ahead of you.
We do.
Yes, I do, as Battle of Books chair.
Okay, ladies, on that note, we're going to take a quick break, okay? All right. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more Get Connected.
Can you concern with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now.
No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite.
Unearth hidden passion.
Come on, we'll have a good time.
And seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic.
To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall.
And make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life.
People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Get Connected. Our guests are Cumberland County Schools Director of Media Services, Belinda Cashwell, and Mary Ellen Oxendine, the Media Coordinator at Grace Creek Middle School. And we're discussing the Reading Rocks Walk-A-Thon and numerous efforts to show students the importance of reading. Now, let's get into, look at Mary Ellen's just giggling. Let's get into it about Reading Rocks. I'm always excited this time of the year. I really am. When, October comes, I know that Reading Rocks is right there. Talk to us.
Oh, wow. Where do we begin? October 19th, 9 o'clock in the morning is going to literally rock downtown Fayetteville. We are so excited. Renata, this is our 10th anniversary.
10th anniversary. I cannot believe it.
We cannot believe it. It seems to have gone by so quickly. It's humbling when you think about what Reading Rocks has done. It's our only community signature program for Cumberland County Schools with the greater Fayetteville area. And it's just humbling to think that it's raised over $1.5 million.
Really?
And we've had over 200,000 walkers. And I just must thank the principals, the media coordinators, Dr. Till's leadership. It has been a huge success, and it's just humbling to see. Even the governor gave us an award. Matter of fact, your department applied for the award through a volunteerism award, and we won an award through the governor's office. And then also the mayor called us and asked if we could be considered as one of the 3 projects to apply for All-America City status, and we submitted along with other community sponsors in the county, and we actually did become one of the 3 projects, and so proud that Fayetteville's an All-America City.
That is great. That is
so
great.
Reading Rock down in Kansas City as well. It was really cool.
Oh, really? That's good. That is so good. And for those who may not be familiar with Reading Rocks, tell us, what is the purpose of the Walk-A-Thon?
Okay, in 2004, we started the Walk-A-Thon as a literacy initiative to raise literacy awareness in the greater Fayetteville area and to involve all schools. It was like a union catalog, networking all schools. So we've had 100% participation with all of our schools. Really, it is a fundraiser, but to be honest, the participation's even the greater gain. Right. We invite all schools, and we invite people that do not even have children in the school system. This is for all Fayetteville, and it's just a walk-a-thon where they come to downtown historic Fayetteville. We do a 1.4-mile walk and just have a good time. We have the walk, we have a fundraiser, we have a 5K run through communities and schools, and it's just a time when we can celebrate literacy, bring awareness to literacy, and raise money to purchase books for our media centers in Cumberland County Schools.
That's good. Now, I remember in meeting you, Mary Ellen, and talking about the Walk-A-Thon, when you all came, your family came to this community. Tell us what you shared with us at the committee meeting.
I had never done this before, so I thought this was like going to be a family event. So I made everyone get up. At that time, my daughter, who's now 9, was 3. I made everybody get up, and we all went downtown for the Walk-A-Thon, and they loved it. It was chilly that morning, so everybody had their sweatshirts on and their little gloves, but it was a fantastic time. And since then, we've always gone together as a family.
That's good. That's good. And we hope that, all families will do that, because it's just a wonderful feeling. And, we talk about this every year. We have interviews, Belinda, regarding the Walk-A-Thon, how it just warms your heart to stand there on the stage and look out over the park, Festival Park, and see the sea of people and just think that we're all here for one common thing. you know, literacy. We're here for literacy and for that fellowship and that opportunity to come together to bring about awareness.
It is humbling. I mean, our stats have ranged from 4,000 walkers initially the first year. One year we had 20,000 walkers. Last year was probably about 15,000 walkers. So we're asking for 25,000 walkers this year because it's our 10th year. But it's just, you know, it's a free family fun event that they can come to. You can donate money earlier if you want, or that day even. You can buy a t-shirt, and this year our t-shirt's going to be a beautiful aqua color.
And everybody was excited on committee when we heard, they were like, aqua, yay!
Yes!
Ooh, yes, that'll be great.
We've had orange, we've had purple, but you know, it's exciting after the walk to go in the different restaurants throughout Fayetteville and see a sea of t-shirts and all the different restaurants. And then one time I was in Atlanta Airport about 6 months after the walk and saw a Reading Rocks t-shirt in Atlanta Airport.
Really?
So it's just a lot of fun to see the goodness carry on.
That's good. Did you go up and speak to the person?
You know what? I was in a hurry to get on my flight, so I didn't have time, but I really did enjoy seeing it.
That's good. That's good. Now, the route this year will be, what is the route that we're following this year?
Okay, we'll do the awards program at 8:30, and then we'll start the walk right at 9 o'clock. We'll start at 335 Ray Avenue, which is Festival Park. And so we'll convene at Festival Park, and then all 88 schools will be lined up according to per capita giving, because we want all schools to be recognized for the hard work that they do. And they're raising money for their own school. They keep 100% of the funds they raise. We do have corporate sponsors that help throw the party, so to speak, but they get to keep 100% of the funds that they raise for their school.
That's good. And so when they leave the park, they'll
turn right onto Ray, and then we'll turn left onto Mason, and we'll go through all the historic sites. You know, we've taught them in curriculum in social studies that they'll get pictures this year, digital pictures, and they'll learn about the different sites. We're pre-Revolutionary War, so it's so exciting for them to see the town where the United States Constitution was ratified when they thought that Fayetteville was going to be the state capital. So we're just real excited that the boys and girls, we have over 60 languages being spoken in our system. People come from all over the world to live in Fayetteville and attend our schools. So we want them to see the goodness that downtown Fayetteville, we're one of the 13 original colonies, they're actually getting to walk past history. And then we have band station along the route, Renata.
Yes, that's all. But do you know, in the 9 or 10 years I've been involved with, or 9 years I've been involved with the Walk-A-Thon, last year was my first year actually walking.
Really?
It was my first year actually getting the opportunity to walk. Usually I stay there in the park, you know, help clean up and do some other things. But my family was there, and I said, you know what, I'm going to walk this year. And it was just so refreshing. It just made me feel like a part of something larger.
It's a great day. Like Mary Ellen said, it's just a family-filled day.
It is. It is a great day. We go get breakfast afterwards.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a great incentive. Let's go eat. Let's go eat. Let's go eat, like Uncle Si says. Let's go eat. Now, I understand that communities and schools works definitely with the Walk-A-Thon. Very supportive.
That's correct. They're right in there with us. They have a 5K run first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock. And if you would like to sign up for that, you just go to active.com and sign up for the 5K run. And they have the Golden Sneaker Award.
Oh, yes. Our high school principals have become so competitive with that.
Oh, absolutely. John Griffin Middle School and Max Abbott Middle School and all the different, the 14 other middle schools just really fight over that award. And it's just becoming real exciting. Now, we also have the Golden Worm Award that is a travel award. It's a beautiful concrete worm that's hand-painted and designed by people in our transportation department. And all the schools fuss over that. They just look forward to who's going to get that.
That's good.
We love to celebrate success.
That's a good thing. And in celebrating success, I know, Mary Ellen, you work at the school level.
Yes.
In terms of getting people involved in those types of things, how do you go about organizing that and getting everyone excited?
Well, we start actually in April.
Okay, that's good. You do what you do.
Get our ideas together. Go ahead and get it on the calendar for the fall. That way, teachers and the administration kind of know what I want to do for our Reading Rocks program for the year. We normally sponsor a dance. Sometimes we sell candy bars, but not always. I haven't always sold candy bars. I've always sponsored a dance. And it's the one dance all the kids can go to that they don't have to have their student ID.
Okay.
So that's a big deal to them.
That's good.
And then we've also just go through and ask each child to give $1. If you give no more than $1. We've also done penny wars, where you bring in, for every penny you bring in, if you have a quarter, I can go steal your quarter and put a penny in it.
You know what? Pennies are a big deal to Reading Rocks. Over $20,000 were raised just in penny wars.
Yes.
Really?
And even the banks, the local state employees credit union and the banks have gotten into this, and they'll roll them for us free of charge and actually give us a list of which homerooms raise the most pennies. So it's just become a huge ordeal.
That's good. I didn't realize the State Employees Credit Union was involved as
Yes.
well. And I know that we have area restaurants that sponsor Reading Rock Night.
We do. Texas Roadhouse does one. Nancy Keyboard, my administrative assistant, and that was her brainchild. And also Chick-fil-A helps us out. They're big supporters. Our largest supporter continues to be Cargill. They have they've given us over $100,000 over the years, and they are a huge supporter of Reading Rocks.
That's good. That is just so wonderful. And I think it's good to go downtown and see, the Downtown Alliance on board, and you see the posters in people's different, the respective buildings, to know that they're a part as well.
We appreciate the Downtown Alliance. We have to seal off downtown Fayetteville because it's such a large event. And they're so appreciative of, they work with us so well, and we try to encourage people to go to their businesses after the walk. Matter of fact, we've talked to them about giving a discount this year to anybody wearing aqua. So we hope to have that percentage before long. Yes.
Oh, that's good.
If they're wearing the Reading Rocks t-shirt, they'll get a discount at their stores. So we appreciate the downtown businesses because they really support Reading Rocks.
Good. That's a good thing. And as far as how things are moving this year, because I know you've had to get things going, in order to be ready in October.
Right.
This month. So how are things moving
Oh,
along?
we just love it. We have great support from, for instance, our churches are great support. Manna Church has donated a water per walker. And that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they come out in big. And then also our elderly people that can't walk, they rock for Reading Rocks. So they'll rock in rocking chairs along the route. And we just love for everyone to get involved. And if they do want to get involved, we'd love them to call 678-2613.
Say it again now, don't whisper.
Okay, 678-2613. And get involved in Reading Rocks. We want all businesses. We would love for greater involvement. It's never too big. We just want more and more people involved because it's such a great event.
All right. Well, any last words, Mary Ellen?
Nope. Come out and join us for Reading Rocks.
That's good. And Belinda?
October 19th is the order of the day. Come out. We have parking behind the AIT building. You can park in the courthouse parking. Parking is free. We want you to come out. Either you can purchase a t-shirt on the spot or purchase one through your child's school. But if you want to just get involved, call 678-2613. Or just come out that morning. You do not have to pre-register. You can just come out and enjoy the day and walk. We do have to say no pets in Festival Park. That's a city rule, but we do encourage you to bring your families, your friends, and just come out and walk with all the walkers for Reading Rocks.
All right, let's go rock downtown.
Absolutely.
All right, woo-hoo. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you, Renarda.
And I'll see you at the walk, okay?
Okay.
All right, all right. Well, on behalf of the Cumberland County School System, we want to thank you for tuning in to this edition of our show and giving us a chance to help you get connected. Until next time.